Welcome to New Hampshire's Business. I'm Fred Coker. Here we go into 2019, and I thought it would be good to take the temperature of New Hampshire with two former state leaders who are accomplished, and they have been there, they've done that, they know what makes the state tick, and let me introduce you to them right now. They are Richard Gustafson, president of Southern New Hampshire University, the former president at the beginning, and chancellor of the Community College System of New Hampshire, trustee of the Elliott Health System, and chair of the New Hampshire Retirement Board still. Nice to have you, Dick.
Thank you very much.
George Bald, commissioner of the New Hampshire Department of Resources and Economic Development twice, and executive director of the Pease Development Authority as it developed into what it is today. Mayor of Somersworth, city manager of Rochester. Welcome, George. Nice to have you here. Let me ask you both a question right off the top. Scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. Where would you rate New Hampshire right now, overall, given everything? Dick?
I think we're an 8. I think there's a lot of good things going on here in the state, but there are areas for improvement as well. But I think we're doing pretty well right across the board.
I was going to say 8 or 9. I agree. I think there are a lot of states that would give the right arm for the economy that we have.
And what goes into those 8s that you just said and 9? George, what goes into that? Why do you say that?
Well, I think we have a broad range of companies that are located here, you know, from manufacturing, the finance and insurance, that really have helped our economy tremendously, and it does make a difference. The test for us is how do we continue to position the state so that 20 years from now we're still the envy of other states.
Yeah, in a competitive world that we're in. Dick, what made you say 8?
Well, you know, I'm an educator in higher education, and the opportunities here are just greater than they've ever been before. We were chatting earlier. We have 25 institutions of higher education here, from community colleges to doctoral programs, and just opportunities. You want to go full-time, part-time, day, nights, weekends, online. Yeah. If you want to go to school and learn a trade or learn a profession here in New Hampshire, they're great opportunities. Very few states have that array of opportunity.
That's interesting you said. Now, you both kind of alluded to workforce, which is sort of the number one issue on everybody's mind right now. Not enough workers for the jobs being created. And let me point to some expansions. BAE Systems coming to Manchester, Lonza Biologics at Pease expanding again, Hitchner Manufacturing expanding, Dartmouth Hitchcock just announced an expansion. Hundreds of jobs in each case. Where are they going to get those workers, Dick?
Well, it's a challenge for them, and you know, when people are working, they don't like to go back to school to advance. Yeah. But we're seeing more and more community colleges, especially, they're working closely with business and industry to train people directly. SNHU has a series of programs that does that all across the country, not only here in New Hampshire. So I think higher education in general is trying to link much more closely with the immediate opportunities that are out there for young people and not so young people as well.
Right.
I think, you know, a great example is the Charitable Foundation and a number of other institutions are helping students at Spalding High in Rochester to be involved in the composite manufacturing program that is giving them college credits at the community college, and as well as the opportunity to be involved in composite manufacturing, which is a growing field.
Guaranteeing a job afterwards?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's interesting because we're going to go through business cycles, and I've had the experience of being in a 3% unemployment where everybody's saying you got to help us with jobs and jobs. We'll go through a cycle and it'll come down, but there still is going to be a need to continually train employees so that as the companies go through those cycles, they have those employees. Right. And that's a piece that concerns me for the future.
Real quick, in just a few seconds, your biggest concern going forward 2019?
It is being able to adapt to the ups and downs of the economy and the business cycles, but again, it's also forward thinking about education and how best to train our employees.
Same question. Dick?
My concern really is the relatively high cost of going back to school here in New Hampshire. We could still do better and make it more affordable for people of all ages to really do it. It's a great investment in our human capital and it pays off time and time again.
Richard Gustafson, who is the former president of Southern New Hampshire University at the beginning, and lots of other credentials that we put up at the beginning of the interview. And George Bald, former commissioner of the New Hampshire Department of Resources and Economic Development twice, and other credentials that we put up on the screen earlier. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your thoughts.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.